Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stepping Up Your Social Media Savvy, the what and why of social media platforms. Please take your seats and give a round of applause for exclusive Black Status presenter Kanisha Morrison
I am Kanisha Morrison. I am a mom of 3 little boys and a bonus son. My husband Chris and I have been married for 7 years, and I started Unique when I was actually pregnant with that little guy. I was 28 weeks pregnant on bed rest. So you can make this as big as little as you want. I'll be with them 3 years in September, and it's been a crazy journey. So one thing about me is I like to have a little bit of feedback and interaction. So if you have something that speaks to your soul today or just makes you just want to scream, say cha-ching when you have a ha-ha moment. Let's practice. Cha-ching! How many of you use social media to build your business? How many of you want to use social media to build your business? All right, all of my presentation is actually on Facebook. It may be some things that you already know, but we could always use a refresher. One thing that I've noticed a lot is a lot of people, presenters will use it specifically on my team. They put that they work at Unique Corporate. So when someone that you meet at the grocery store, you've given your business card, now they want to kind of see what you're about. They go to your page, and it says that you work at Unique Corporate. When they click Unique Corporate, it actually takes them to Unique Corporate's like page. And the reason why you don't want that is because you now expose them to other Unique presenters that are on there. People are impulsive. So when they're scrolling, trying to see what this Unique Corporate is, and they're seeing other Unique presenters comment how they love the product, or I'm growing my business, or thank you for this amazing opportunity, they're most likely to click that presenter and go to their page to see what that person is about. So make sure that your profile page says that you work at your like page. A new feature that Facebook has released that at least I noticed within the last 3 weeks, you can now do a video as a comment. And the reason that is huge, someone having a bad day, or they just had a baby, or they're getting ready for a promotion at work, or they're job hunting, or whatever the case may be, people's lives change every 90 days. So if you are interacting and you have now commented with a video, I've tested, it's been about 60 seconds, and you really don't want to do longer than 60 to 90 seconds anyway, but you can do a video, and how cool would that be for you to stand out? Or if one of your girls have promoted, you can do a quick video and post it in the comments to her. When we do voice recorders in Facebook Messenger, a lot of people kind of shy away because they think if they mess up that they still have to send it. You do not have to send it. When you get ready to hit the record button and say that you mess up, you can swipe it to any corner. And once you see complete red on the bottom screen and let it go, it erases, so you can redo it. You can do up to 90 seconds in a direct message. This is huge for your business when following up with customers, introducing a new customer to the business, introducing yourself to a new presenter on your team, doing quick training references, when you are congratulating someone for a promotion, or maybe she stepped out of her comfort zone, or maybe she's been your rock star for 6 months and now she's hit a plateau in her business and she's not growing. Seeing your face and being excited will get her back in the game. The more personal touch that you can add to it, the longer you're going to keep someone in. We're really hard on ourselves. So to actually see you, hear you, feel your energy, know where you're coming from, it will go much further than sending just a regular text message. Because sending text, we read it in the mindset that we're in. So sometimes, I'm sure you guys have gotten it too with texting, things can be taken the wrong way during text from the way that they read it. So sending it as a video or a voiceover completely will change your business. You can save videos from desktop view. If you are using someone else's videos or photos, always make sure you ask that person first. Inbox them, don't comment on their posting about it, and send them a quick message. But the way to save a video that you have done is your URL from your desktop. If you put in www. and add the m.facebook.com, it'll change it to the mobile view. Just add m. So default URL will be www.facebook.com. You will just go in and add www.m.facebook.com. It'll change your desktop view to mobile view. Allow the video to play for 3 or 4 seconds. And then once you right click, it'll give you an option to save the video. Please only do that with your videos or videos that you have permission to use. A free way that you can market without having to spend a lot of Facebook cash is creating different lists on your friends list. I was told in the last class that you can do it from mobile view on iPhone, from the iPhone app. I'm not familiar with that. I personally work a lot from my desktop. So you can, once you add someone as a friend, you can section off different lists. Local people, afar people. I have different direct sale people that I'm friends with. They're on specific lists. Team members are on specific lists. You don't want to overuse these lists. It's only when you have a message to deliver to those specific people. So say you're having a Christmas open house party. You would target that to local recruits and local customers. We had the free shipping last month. That would have been people that maybe have potentially liked things or have commented to you before about how they would want to do this or sent you a message, but they haven't joined yet. I put all of those people on a specific list, and like last month, free shipping, I made sure that they saw that it was free shipping. When you edit the posting where it only shows to that list, it only shows to that list. So make sure everyone that you want to see it is on it. Another thing you can do too with the list thing is you can exclude people from seeing that posting as well. Oh, the great debate. Do I use groups? Do I use events when it comes to Facebook parties? I personally love events. And the reason that I love events is because of the messaging option that is there. They have the messaging option in groups. However, sending messages from the event tab, you can send the message to each individual person. So it sends to as a mass message, but it'll go to each individual person's inbox. So if they reply back, it's only between you two. The reason why that's important to me is because I never post my party link. I personally follow the Kira Cloyd's way where she invoices or collects the money. That's what I do. So when they want to order, I have them message me. I send them a Square invoice. And I do that because if she goes to the website, she's most likely not to buy from my clientele. I live in the South. They're very wanting people to add that added customer service. I live in a town where it's a lot of factory workers and hardworking people. So it's kind of my way of pampering them. And it also allows me to be able to upsell. If I know what she's buying, I know what needs to be paired with it. You can cancel friend requests. This will help you stay out of Facebook jail. My pictures are a little bit blurry, but it is mainly when you go to friend requests that people send you at the top. This is via desktop view. So I was told that you can do it on mobile. I don't know how to explain to you that way, but for desktop, if you do go to the area where people have sent you requests, there's a spot that says view request sent. If you click it, you can go through and delete every friend request that you have sent that has not been accepted. I encourage you to do that at least once a week. If she did not accept your request within the first 72 hours, she's most likely not who you're marketing to, because she's not on Facebook every day. You have to go to it from where people send you friend requests. So where someone sends you a request, there's a little person at the top, and it tells you every person that has sent you one. There's a button at the bottom that says view request sent. And that's where you find it. You find it where your pending friend requests are. So we as Y sisters, we love to love people in, and we will also love you when you leave. And the great thing about that means you guys are some loving people. The con to that is when you're wishing well to someone that leaves, or you're telling her how you're going to miss her and how much you love her, that posting shows up in your timeline. Your friends can see what you're liking and what you're commenting on. So that could potentially hold back of someone that wants to buy from you or someone that wants to join your team, because why would she be leaving if it's such a great company? Also, why this is important is I personally don't hold back a lot of things on my timeline. You'll hear kind of both sides of that. People that tell you to only stay extremely positive and only post inspiring and uplifting things. And if your leader tells you that, please follow that. But for me, I'm very religious. I talk about my Christianity a lot. I talk about different things that I struggle with and different issues that are going on in my community and in my life. I'm not overbearing with it. It's not something that I post about 20 times a day. But with different things going on with like the election right now and other issues that I'm sure you guys have seen in the timeline, just be very careful about what you're commenting and liking on, because just like you strongly believe in something, someone also strongly believes in the opposite of you. And that could potentially be a customer that just ran off. It goes back to kind of what you're going to stand for in your business. If you want all money, you got to stay a general person. If you're only talking to one specific group and you don't care if it hinders and what it hurts, then that would be the way that you would want to go. It's just whatever morals that you want to stand on and what direction you want to take your business. Use a professional headshot of yourself as your profile picture. That picture is on your unique website. So if you just gave out a business card or your decal on the back of your car has your website and she goes to it and it's a picture of your kitten, well, she's most likely not to buy because she can't feel you. She doesn't know who you are. She can't see you. She doesn't know anything about you. She just knows that you love your kitty. So I personally suggest that you post, let's take a breath, 6 to 8 times a day on your timeline. I know that is a lot. And the reason I suggest that is almost every 2 hours. Every 2 hours, a different potential client or recruit is on your timeline. So different people are going to see different postings. I get it. You work a full-time job, you're a mom, you're a wife. How do you expect me to post that much throughout the day? Yes. Let me go on my slide. Schedule your postings. You can schedule it via Facebook. They have a schedule app for you on the like page business side. These 2 particular websites I have used and I have enjoyed. You can schedule from Twitter, Facebook, and if you are a blogger, I know WordPress.com will also connect to these 2 websites. The great thing that I love about Hootsuite.com is specifically if you host like a makeup party via Twitter, you can use your particular party hashtag And you are able to post right to Twitter with that hashtag through that website. So it continues to post for you. You can also just click the hashtag and it'll kind of split page for you, and it'll tell you everyone that's using that hashtag for what they're saying. That's if you want to take it to a different, innovative way and market via Twitter. Yes, ma'am. Her question was when I was talking about being able to send messages through events. Once you send that message, you can continue to message them because it's created an individual message for each person. Did someone say something? Save time. You are a busy mom. She doesn't know if you're wearing the same makeup. Change your top and make a video day once a week. And break it up. Maybe you want to just do eyes and then add lips and then how you apply blush. Then go into your skincare line. We don't know that it was all the same day that you did that. So make sure that you're making your time work for you. As far as videos, if you're going to do the same day, if you're not going to consistently use the same background, kind of think about different ways that you're going to market so it also is more beneficial for you, meaning do your to-do list the day before. You don't want to just get in there and know what different shirts you're going to do, and you just wasted 2 hours thinking about what type of videos you want to do. I know I found myself doing that before. So make sure you have a clear plan. If you're going to do the same day type of things, you want to make sure you know what you're doing. And I suggest doing a to-do list the day before every day. However, your to-do list only needs to have 3 things on it. If you give yourself 10 things to do, you're setting yourself up for failure. It doesn't have to be in priority order, just 3 things that I want to accomplish tomorrow. Some days are going to be better than others. Some days you're going to have more energy and be willing to do it, and some days you're not. So if you can just get those 3 things done, you earned yourself a bubble bath. Use hashtags to find new followers. And that means, in my opinion, is looking at hashtags of people that are already using it and then begin to follow them. Sometimes I think we expect people to come friend request us or come follow us on Instagram instead of getting a little bit aggressive and putting a little skin in the game. Hashtag junkie is one of my particular favorites that I love to use. I have went through and liked and commented and sent hearts, different things like that on Instagram to get people to interact back with me. Same for Facebook groups. How do I add to my network, Kanisha? I'm glad you asked. In order to do that, you have to be surrounding yourself with new people every single day. So you may love to cook and be in several cooking groups. There's tons of marriage groups. There's wife groups. There's mommy groups, single groups, Christian groups, not Christian groups, TV show groups, book clubs, cafe, coffee groups. Any group that you can think of that you have an interest in, painting, or maybe you want to become a painter, refurbishing furniture. That's become huge lately. Anything that begins to get your creative juices flowing, that gets you into your passion, you should be in those groups. And you should add value to those groups. Don't just post your Facebook link and then run. You want to make sure that you give more than you receive. So that could be commenting on people's postings in there, posting a motivational posting in there or a quote that's related to the group, complimenting people, liking things. I in particular, when they do a posting and I comment to them, if they could take the time to comment back to me, I'll send them a friend request. A lot of times they accept. It's been sometimes that they don't. But you just have to remember you want to give more than you receive. When she messages you or you send her a friend request, the first thing you do when you meet someone new, it shouldn't be to invite her to your VIP group. She doesn't know you yet. So you want to make sure that you're giving her a little bit of value. Don't just buy her a drink, then take her home. Use your VIP group like a blog. It should not be everything just buy this, join my team, look at this, try this, buy this. That turns people away. They want to know why your products are the best. Are you even really using them? I never see a selfie with it on you. How do I know that your product is the best? Why do you believe that? People want to see facts, and they want it to be informational and fun. When you are doing presentations in your VIP group, make sure that it's not way too long. The average time for a video recommendation is 3 minutes or less. I personally post in my VIP group the same thing that is on my timeline because we only have 5,000 friend request slots. So a lot of the people in my VIP group are not on my personal page. My VIP group is closed. Yours should be too. We cannot offer different sales or deals in a public VIP group. So it must be closed or secret. The reason why I do close is because the URL to your VIP group, you can buy like a domain name and point it to your Facebook VIP group. And that could be beneficial because in closed groups, you don't have to be someone's friend for them to request to join your group. So you can send her your VIP group, she requests to join, you accept her in. Well, she's not on your profile page, so she can't see who you are and what you stand for and what you're about. So a lot of the things on my timeline I share over to my VIP group as a new posting. I don't literally share it, I can repost it. Another thing about our VIP group is, again, adding value. So asking open-ended questions, and really this should be on your timeline as well, but asking them, where do you love to shop for your makeup? If you was deserted on a desert island, what is one makeup product you would have to have it with you? This or that, lip gloss or lipstick, blush or no blush, and why? Do you wear foundation? Do you know how to use a setting spray? What is your nighttime routine? Do you have a nighttime routine? If you could learn one makeup tip, what would you like to learn? I guarantee you everyone is going to say smoky eye. Everyone wants to learn how to do a mean smoky eye. And you want to make sure that you create systems that help you keep up with all your new friends. This is where it goes to you running your business like a business. I personally recommend you adding 5 new friends every day. Not send 5 friend requests, but 5 received, accepted friend requests. Or meeting 5 people out and about. You get their information because you can't expect them to look for you. You want them to be your customer. And you follow up with them. What system can you put in place to keep up with who you've added? Are you going to start a week-by-week new list of the people that you added and put them all on one list? Are you going to do old-fashioned handwriting and writing it down? Are you going to put everyone's name in an Excel file with the day that you sent her the friend request? Are you going to text message yourself? Because the text messages give you the date and the time that you sent it to yourself so you can keep up with it that way. What system can you put in place for you to keep up with your new friends? That is going to be vital to your Facebook algorithm. People ask me all the time or tell me all the time, my upline said only 200 or 300 people are going to see what I post. That is completely dependent upon you. If you're not interacting and commenting and liking and giving them open-ended questions and giving them value, making them want to come back to your timeline, then yes, only 200 or 300 people are going to see it because it's going to be the same people. But you can also control that by liking and commenting and messaging them. That also keeps you inside their timeline, and that keeps them in yours. I mainly suggest keeping up with, obviously, your current customers, people that you know that would be great for the business, potential customers that you may have, and your teammates. You need to see them, you need to comment, you need to interact them, you need to build that relationship up with them. Other relationships that I've noticed that have kind of fallen. I don't see my mom's postings as much and my sister's, and I think it's mainly because I focused so much on Unique that it kind of booted them out. So I've been kind of testing the algorithm to see what's been showing up, and I started liking my mom's stuff again, and I liked about 3 or 4 of her postings, and she was back in my timeline. So I'm assuming it takes about 4 or 5 interactions before they begin to come back in your timeline again. You sell makeup. No, we don't wear it every day. Some days are worse than others, but you should be taking a selfie every single day. Whether that's with or without makeup, advertising the skincare, showing yourself being a stay-at-home mom, showing how you're at home with that baby, how you're an empty nester in front of going on vacation, you and your husband going on a date night, you and your spouse about to hit the town. In my opinion, if it is not photographed or videoed, it did not happen. So make sure that they see it. And in my opinion, I think makeup artists and hairstylists and different people of that background are excellent for the business. But truly, we're marketing to the stay-at-home mom to keep her out of depression. We're talking to that mother that's a single mother that's getting up, going to work, and hardly ever seeing her kid. We're talking to the teenager that the mom didn't teach her how to put makeup on yet because mom doesn't know how to put makeup on yet. Her mother didn't teach her. We're breaking barriers and empowering women to be able to be confident through their own skin by enhancing their beauty. And there are women that are waiting to hear from it just from you, but they have to see it first on your own face. You are the product of your product first. You can't sell a product that you have not tried yet. However, when you get your new people in and they get their kit and they're waiting for it to come, you are going to be their credibility. You're going to give them pictures that you have taken and videos that you have done to be able to use for their advertising. So she can vouch, this is my sponsor, this is my Green Elite, and she just shared these with me, and I was so excited to share it with all of you. I just signed up for this business, and it's going to be rocking, because she only has to wait for her kit 5 to 7 days. She can use your photos and people on your team for those 5 days. But beyond that 5 days, she needs to be focusing on that kit and showing them the different things out of that kit, because she needs to be a product of her product right out of the gate. If you don't get her in love with her products, as soon as she gets started, it's going to be harder to get her back in the game. Once you go to Unified, Derek will tell you that 83% of the women that joined this business joined for the recognition, not the money. However, 75% of the same women quit within the first 72 hours of not getting a sale. So how can you teach her within 3 days how to get that first sale? That's the main focus. Adding her to the different groups is great. Tagging her in all of these different postings are great, but it's about getting a system in place. And the perfect way to do that is to train right out of the gate. Get ready to do some selfies. And that may go back to the recognition that I was talking about earlier with the 90-second videos. Tons of these women, they join for the recognition. They have low self-esteem. They're growing. So they're going to be reluctant to doing videos for you and doing photos for you because she's not used to doing it yet, unless you've recruited someone that's already doing selfies. So also something to think about, when you do your selfies every day, you're empowering her to know that she's going to have to do it. The expectation is going to be there because she's used to seeing it from you every single day. Does that make sense? Okay, y'all quiet. So you can print your friends list. That could be a way that you create your system in place for how you're going to keep up with these people that you have added. I suggest doing it monthly. It goes back to the commenting, liking, messaging people. You want to stay in their Facebook algorithm. That is the whole goal, to get them to continue to see your postings. Your timeline is your business storefront. What do you want them to see? And you want them to see you. And you have to stay showing up in their timeline. So this is perfect for those that are trying to do that. I have not tested it yet to see if deactivated pages are still there. I did do a test to see where my friends count was, and people that deactivate their page, they're still your friend, even though they're no longer on Facebook. So you want to make sure you're keeping up with that too. And if it's a personal person you know, that's the perfect opportunity to reach out to them. I tried to message you on Facebook today, and I noticed you weren't here anymore. Is everything going okay? She's going to be like, oh my gosh, she thought about me. You can only do this from desktop. I'm very old school. I work a lot from my computer. I do not know how you guys build businesses through smartphones. You are amazing women. Oh, okay. This was great. So we all have our own journey. We all go the way that we need to go from the marathon. Don't compare your journey to someone else's. Someone may come into business and go green in 2 weeks, and it may take you 5 years, and that's okay. Respect your own process, respect your journey, and know that you are going in your direction of the way that you need to go. So this kind of go back, what are the different things that I suggest doing? Again, 4 to 8 postings a day, motivational posting every single day, lifestyle postings, unique postings, branding. Branding will be extremely important for you to know what it is that you want to do. How do you want this to go? Do you want it to be your specific colors? For me, I'm known as being a God-fearing hustler. Everything that I post has to do with hustling, and to be able to get out there and face your dreams and face your fears and feel the fear and do it anyway. And everything that I post on my timeline agrees with that. Make sure that you ask people first before you add them to your VIP group. If your VIP group is dead, that's probably why, because they didn't get an invitation. You kind of just threw them in the mix. So, thank you guys very much.